And the first one we're looking at this morning is the Business Day. So on the front page of the Business Day, Radebe breaks gridlock in electricity generation. NERSA told to license applications from business to generate power and feed it into the national grid. All right. Survey was personally involved in IO listing. They go into that one. That's a snippet from the PIC inquiry that's taken place. And then they also talk about some opinion columns, forget the struggle, get to know the job, and Stephen Friedman, poor showing by opposition, not due to ANC popularity. So that's just a very quick one, but also they're taking a look at something we haven't really spoken about, is that WhatsApp breach, and that is huge. The spyware found on WhatsApp, and I don't know if you've gone ahead and
you
upgraded
sent it to me.
Yeah. Have you upgraded yours, or
I don't know? No, I haven't yet. Maybe I should do it.
I also don't
sometime
think I
this
have,
morning.
but yeah. So it's a big one in South Africa. Is one of those on the countries that have been affected. So please look into that. Read your articles.
I think we'll elaborate on that when we have a little more time later on. Right, moving on to the Citizen this morning. Their lead story. Remember him? You paying 16 million rand for drunken judge, despite being found guilty of drunken driving in January of 2007. Retired Judge Nkola Motata has been paid about 16 million rand money that comes from taxpayers. And also on page 2, Grace Mugabe's fists of fury, the ex-Zimbabwean First Lady accused of assaulting a housekeeper in 2017. And on the top there, some sports news as well. TS Galaxy reaching for the stars. And of course, yesterday we had Tim Sukazi, the owner of TS Galaxy, and of course Vina Maposa from Chiefs here with the Nedbank Cup, and that's going down this weekend.
All right, so the front page of the Sowetan also still on about the trophy, and it's basically saying Mamelodi Sundowns boss Patrice Motsepe is mobbed by the team supporters during a trophy parade in Pretoria yesterday. So that's that big picture on the top there. Why Mashishi's the best, Teko, that's rounding up some sports news there. But then on the front page for news, it's got knives out for Zuma mayor. That's their headline. And there's a picture of Zandile Gumede, Youth League, among those baying for Gumede's blood after she's bust for 208 million rand tender fraud, and ANC poor elections showing in eThekwini blamed on her. Then, of course, they go into the real cost of load shedding. That's the jobs bloodbath. And ZCC artists bring down SAMA barrier. So that's a quick glimpse at the Sowetan.
Okay, taking a look at the Star there, and hefty power hike on the cards. Angry Mashaba blames Eskom corruption for the 13.07% increase that's set to hit consumers' pockets, as we can afford that after the fuel price increases. Picture there of Mamelodi Sundowns, PSL champions, showing off their trophy at the Tshwane University of Technology Soshanguve campus. Also, mayor defiant despite fraud and corruption charges, and despite facing these damning fraud and corruption charges, eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede said she was staying put in her position at the helm of KwaZulu-Natal's only metro as the chairperson of the ANC's biggest region in the country. So that's the Star. And just finally on the bottom there, ANC veterans warn Ramaphosa as Chief Justice Mogoeng receives the list of members for the National Assembly from the Electoral Commission of South Africa today. Pressure increased on President Cyril Ramaphosa to drop rogue ministers when he puts together a new cabinet. So that's what's leading in the newspapers this morning.
Okay, let's take a break. So we're going to, after this, be talking to Xolani Dube. He's a political analyst at Jobera Institute for Research and Development, all talking about what's happening in eThekwini. Do stay tuned.